Do you need all the SEO services being promoted to you? Maybe not. But which ones are essential you should not ignore? I'm Rocky, and today I'm going to give you an overview of the essential SEO services so that you can pick up the right ones based on your own budget and priorities. SEO services in general include on-site SEO services and off-site SEO services. We're going to talk about off-site first. Off-site SEO includes link building, brand mentions, influencer marketing, social media marketing, all of which have a direct or indirect impact on your search engine rankings. Among them, link building are essential, very important one to you. In case you don't know what is link building is activities that build external links pointing to one of your pages or several. SEO Audit is one of the very important SEO services in the market. Either you do it yourself or you outsource to an SEO vendor. What it does is it's like a health screening. It checks the SEO perspective of your website from different perspectives. Better yet, it monitors your website automatically and alerts you when something bad happens. You could look at a panel like this, includes things like CSS errors and some warnings, and your crawlability, your site performance, etc. Whether you have a broken link, whether you have redirects, whether some of your pages are blocked, and whether you have broken images. In the SEO audits, you may come across different aspects of problems and errors and warnings, but it's essential whoever is providing you the SEO audit will give you a priority so that you can select which one you act on immediately, which one you can comfortably ignore. In addition, you should also make sure the agency is able to execute the recommendations in case you don't have internal resources to execute yourself. And ongoing audits is very important and should also be automatically with human review available. The second important SEO services is keywords rankings. So what is a keyword ranking? Let's take a look at an example. Let's say Singapore hotel is one of the top keywords that drive like 30% of your monthly traffic to your website, which means it's critical to you. You don't want to lose your traffic from these keywords, so that you need to monitor your rankings of this keyword. Let's say you're tripadvisor.com.sg and you rank on the third place, and if your keyword ranking falls out of the top 10 or the top 6, you should be able to immediately be notified, and you can act on it immediately to revive your rankings. That's why it's very important to monitor your top ranking keywords that are driving you majority of your traffic. So as a quick summary, you should monitor your existing top traffic keywords. In addition, you can also monitor your target keywords, which you may not have a good ranking or you may not rank at all. But based on the efforts you plan to carry out, you can gradually see the improvement in the target keywords. And if you have the resources, a much better approach is to understand the visibility by groups, which means the different phases of your customer decision journey, from awareness to research and the purchase phase. Another important and very common SEO service is a local SEO. Okay, one important thing is you may not need local SEO. It's not for everyone. So how do you decide whether this is for you? One, you need to have an offline store or offline presence. And two, you need to have a face-to-face interactions with your customers. If it doesn't meet the two requirements, you probably don't need local SEO. But what is local SEO and why is it so important? Basically, I'm listing some of the facts here, and if you're interested, you can pause the video and read them. But essentially, local SEO services is improve your exposure and interactions with your customers. So make sure you do need this type of service, and it's very critical if you have a large workforce offline. And if, for example, if you are, let's say, a national real estate company and you have hundreds of agents, then you may have a problem. And so it's very critical you have a local SEO strategy, because you don't want to compete internally. Let's say you have several teams with a real condo being just ready to sell, and the different people are competing different with the corporate and with other individual agents. Then you need to have a local SEO strategy to align the resources you have. There are other types of SEO services in the market, like on-page SEO or SEO copywriting, which mainly is recommendations and practices on your individual pages on your website. For on-page SEO, it covers SEO copywriting, not necessarily involve SEO copywriting. It includes like your meta tag, your headings, your content copies. Basically, it's optimization on your page level. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably don't need these services. It's more for aggressive companies who are compete on a page level for very specific pages. And there's multilingual SEO. You should take notes. If your website have more than one language, then make sure you have audits from the SEO perspective on your different languages. And there's integrations which should be done between different operations with your SEO operation. And there's SEO consultation that you may need from time to time whenever you have a change on your website, visually or technically. I had a client who had it was a high-end travel website, and they used a different brand, which means a different domain and different website, and they lost all the traffic, which means almost all the revenues once they migrate to the new domain. So it's just a quick lesson for you to understand. Whatever you do to your website, make sure you have an SEO consultant there and to help you understand the situation, whether or not you need to do something to prevent losing your organic traffic. That's all for today, and as a quick summary for today, you should keep monitoring your website's health. Always do this. And also monitor your top ranking keywords with link building campaigns. You don't have to do it every day or every week, but based on your resources, at least you should do a link building campaign, let's say once a year or once per quarter. It's great if your services can target different customer decision journey, as I mentioned earlier. There's a lot of people ask me this question, especially small businesses. What are the essential things I must do, that I must do? If you're really very conservative, the least thing you should do is monitor your Google Search Console errors and monitor your top keyword rankings. You may not have the resources or energy to monitor other keywords you're ranking in the future, or you plan to rank in the near future, but so the minimum you should do is monitor your existing top keywords as well as errors discovered from your Google Search Console. Make sure someone is monitoring the Google Search Console and they can act on that if there's an urgent error. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.